Hobby Lobby has some amazing wood projects out right now. Let's go find some. My Hobby Lobby had a ton of unfinished wood, and so I went down the aisle, I picked out 3 signs, and I want to use this one pro tip to help you make these signs into a high-end DIY. So let's get started. So I chose this sign that was pretty open. It has a lot of big flowers and a lot of open space. And I went ahead and chose this as my inspiration piece. This is also at Hobby Lobby. You can pick it up in the spring section. We're going to start with some crystal chalk paint. We're just going to go ahead and cover the entire background with the crystal color. These are some projects that you're going to want to put on a book or a show, and you're just going to kind of have some relaxing time with painting and listening. So I'm going to go in between all of these little spaces, but I'm leaving the like brown parts that are the actual picture. They're not black, but they are like a brown color. You can paint over them, which you're going to see later, but for the background, I'm just going to go in between all of the spaces. Once we have all of the spaces covered, then we'll move into the actual flowers and leaves. We're going to go ahead and move into the leaves, and I'm just using a light green color here. These are also your preference. This is just acrylic paint. I'm going to cover all of the leaves with this green paint, and I'm not doing anything fancy here. This is just straight painting in the lines. Now we're ready for the flowers, and I just have a bright blue that is just acrylic paint, and I'm going to go ahead and paint the flowers. In this instance, I start out just painting in between the lines, and then I decide to go over all the lines. You can still faintly see the lines, but I think it looks a lot better without them showing as much, but that's a preference for you as well. But we're going to go ahead and do all 3 of the flowers with this really bright blue color. The pro tip, friends, is this paint pen. I promise you, you're going to want to pick up one of these for all of your next wood sign projects because this is a game changer. Now here comes the really exciting part, our pro tip. Now one of my favorite things to do is adult coloring, and in the adult coloring world, this is a really big thing that most colorists add to their coloring pages. And we're using some paint just to add some dots. This is really going to elevate your picture and bring it to life, and you are going to be like, wow, I can't believe that is the same picture. So you're just taking your standard painted sign, and we're going to elevate it with just some white paint dots. Now you can use really any color paint dots here. I'm going to go ahead and add them to the flowers, and I'm going to add them to the leaves, and you're not going to believe what it looks like at the end. For this project, we picked a little bit more detailed sign, and in case you thought it was a fluke, we're going to try this same technique on this one. I went ahead and picked this inspiration piece. I liked all the colors, also from Hobby Lobby. So we're going to do just our straight painting again. I'm using that same green paint to cover all of the leaves in this one. There is quite a few leaves in this one, so it is a little bit time consuming. We're going to do two-toned leaves here. So at the top of the picture, we're going to start out with this bright colored green, and then at the bottom we're going to go down into a darker green, kind of an ombre, only we're not two-toning any of the leaves. Now we're ready for our flower, and we're using this coral pink color. It's a really beautiful, like, pastel-y type spring color, and pastels are really in this year, so I thought that this would be a really fun color. Now you're going to want to only go up to the edge of the brown lines in this one, and so you want to have a pretty good brush. These came from Hobby Lobby, so if you don't have any brushes, you can pick them up there, but you want one that has a really good point. You can even use a smaller one if you like. Then we're going to go and paint the background. Now you can paint this before. I think painting it before is actually a better idea, but in this case I had originally thought about just leaving it because this paint color is really similar to the background of this picture, but in the end I wanted it to look cohesive. So here's our pro tip again, and we're using our paint pen, and this isn't a special paint pen. This is just one that I got at a Hobby Lobby at Christmas time. They sell them in the paint pen aisle that are just their regular brand, and then you can also pick them up on Amazon. I picked up some Posca paint pens as well, and I didn't actually like the way that they looked. I preferred this one, probably because we're making dots, and so we want a more precise, smaller look, but this is just my preference. I know Posca is really popular, but in my opinion, I didn't like it for this particular project. So we're going to go ahead, create our dots on our leaves, and then we will reveal the final product for this one. We have one more sign to do, and these kind of got bigger in more complexity as we went through the video, so this one's pretty busy. We are going to use this as our inspiration piece, also from Hobby Lobby spring section, and we're going to start out by painting the background first this time. Now it's a little bit darker color than the one used in the previous project. This is Cashew from Waverly, and we're just going to go in the spaces of all the areas. This is a little time consuming, like I said, but totally worth it. Now we're ready to go ahead and start painting all of our flowers, and because our inspiration piece is pretty detailed, we want to go ahead and make these flowers within our picture multicolors as well. So I'm going to start out with pink, and we're going to go with these big bold flowers with the pink color. Once we have the pink covered, we're going to go in with this yellow, and for this yellow one, we are doing the inside of the pink flowers. There's these little pieces inside of the flower, and we're going to need a really small brush for this. I had a kind of angled brush that I was using, and then later in this project, I get out an even smaller brush for some of the detailed pieces in this one. Then we have these small little daisy looking type flowers over to the left. We're going to use a dark pine colored paint for this one, which kind of is from the inspiration piece. There were some green flowers, and so I decided to go ahead and paint these ones green. Not something I would typically do, but I do like the color combos, and I do like how it turned out. Something else I really love about adult coloring is kind of practicing with like color theory and what colors go together, and it has really helped me in my painting game. Once I have those flowers done, I'm going to go ahead and use this lighter green again, and we're going to go over the leaves that are in here. I really like this color, I guess, for spring, but you can pick a different green if you want, or even a more maybe less bright green that kind of is complementary to the dark one. But remember, we are mixing darks and lights here from our inspiration piece. So once I have those all done, I'm going to bring in the orange, which was kind of the statement piece of our example, and I'm going to pick some flowers to paint orange. We're just going to go over all of the brown areas in this flower because we're going to use our paint pen in a different way for this one. So we're going to go ahead and cover all of these flowers. I go ahead and make 2 of the flowers orange in this one. I just really like that color. Marigolds are my favorite flower, and that color really reminded me of marigolds. So once I get that done, we're just going to keep on painting the flowers with our various colors. We're going to use some more blues. We have a couple browns going on and then one more orange flower. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up before we go to our pro tip. We're ready for our pro tip, and in this one I use quite a bit of the paint pen. One thing I will say is this particular paint pen, you have to be really careful that you don't get globby dots of paint, so you want to do it off to the side before you put it on your project. But for the twist for this one, we used the white paint pen to go over the pieces of the orange flower, and I really love how that turned out. But we're going to go just put various dots around all of our flowers, and the fun part of this is it's really about where you want to place them. There's no right or wrong, and that is something I really love about coloring with these dots, like on your color pages. But there really isn't a right or wrong place. It's just sort of a highlight, something to draw contrast and to bring your eye to it. So it's really wherever you choose to put it. There are quite a bit of dots on this one, but I truly love how it turned out in the end. So you guys let me know what you think about this one. Loved today's video. I'm going to admit that I had a lot of fun painting these, and it was just very relaxing. I put on some books and I listened while I painted, and this was one of the more fun projects I've done. So if you haven't picked up one of these wood signs, what are you waiting for? Head over to Hobby Lobby, pick up some wood signs. I love to see your projects, so go ahead and email me pictures if you're doing it alongside of me. I love to see them. I saw some really great Christmas ones when I did the gingerbread signs. I really loved getting those emails. If you want to keep on crafting with me and talking about Hobby Lobby unfinished wood, check out this video next. I promise you're going to want to go over there, and I can't wait to see you there. I will see you in my next video, friends. Bye for now.